Good evening and welcome to tonight's edition of How to Heal When You Have to Deal. Hi, I'm Nathan Ray, co-owner of Rays of Hope LLC, and this is the series that we've been doing to try and help people learn how to get through stressful and traumatic times, hopefully bring a little humor once in a while, bring some good ideas around building resilience and overcoming the stress of being subject to different limitations around COVID-19 and other things. We hope it's been helping, and we're going to be continuing it for a while. So tonight, we want to talk a little bit about the Rotary four-way test. For those of you who aren't familiar with Rotary, it was founded in the early 1900s, and it was a way for professionals, primarily business folks, to get together and connect, network, and build up their community. Rotary became a part of our life some time ago. I am a Rotary spouse. I am not a Rotarian myself. However, Peggy, the other co-owner of Rays of Hope, is indeed a Rotarian, and she's been with a couple of different clubs now in the local area. And as a Rotary spouse, I have been able to say that I have a lot of friends who are Rotarians. I've been able to do a lot of good things both in the local community and in our international community even. I've gone to Haiti, and I've gone to Guatemala as part of Rotary projects, in addition to helping with a lot of different local things. So Rotary has a special place in our hearts, and their four-way test to me is an amazing way to really consider the impact of our words and of our actions, especially during times of stress and distress. The four-way test is 24 words. At the beginning of each Rotary meeting, the club members recite it together as a reminder for themselves and a reminder that they are a part of a community. They ask, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? And will it build goodwill and better friendships? That is the four-way test when we're speaking, when we're acting, those 24 words. A lot of people also like to add, is it fun? But that's not an official part. So tonight, I'd really like to just focus on the actual four-way test. And I'm going to go through it backwards from the way that they typically recite it at the beginning of each Rotary meeting. So the fourth question is, will it build goodwill and better friendships? This is an idea promoting fellowship with the people in our community, with our family, with our friends, with the people that we're interacting with on social media, wherever it may be. Ensuring that the process of discussing and trying to sort out what's going on and the actions that we're taking is civil, that there's respect, that there's openness, and that we're actually looking for solutions, not simply engaging to have a fight, not engaging to let out some of our bitterness or vent some of our frustration or anger, but instead, are we truly aiming for fellowship? Are we truly trying to bring things together, trying to unite rather than divide? That's the four. The third statement that they state, yay, live video. So the third principle of the four-way test is, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Well, this is a reminder that we need to have empathy. It's important for us to have an open mind, to truly hear what the other people or person that we're engaging with are saying what they're trying to express, what's that underlying issue that's going on? Is it simply what's being said in the moment, or is there something deeper that maybe as we empathize and we learn more, we can actually try to address that? It allows us to consider many options rather than sticking to simply a party line or this is the way that it has to be because it's the way that I see it going in. And instead allows us to open ourselves up to new ideas, to new ways of doing things, and to hopefully finding those solutions that we talked about under the will it build goodwill and better friendships. When we can find mutually beneficial solutions that are sustainable, we are able to change our world to such a better place. I think that one's so important. The second of the four-way tests then, as I continue to work my way backwards through them, is it fair to all concerned? Well, this speaks to accountability. We have a system of government in which we have checks and balances. We have, when we talk about corporations, when we talk about businesses in general, when we talk about really most of American culture, we talk about being held accountable. We want to identify, we want to include everyone who's part of an issue. Try to get their intake and try and create a solution and a path forward that encompasses those specific viewpoints, those specific concerns that everyone has. We can't find something that's going to fix everybody's problems and challenges. However, if we go out of our way to intentionally make sure that we are trying to understand other points of views, when we're trying to understand the context of what's going on, why are we having this conflict? What are the pieces? What are my emotional roles? What are the other person's emotional roles? And then identify shared goals that we can work toward by using that empathy and fellowship that we talked about in the other points. Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Is it fair to all concerned? This allows us to truly create a shared goal, a shared vision, and get buy-in from everyone involved. So Rotarians, as they're reciting the four-way test, start off with this final one. Is it the truth? Is it the truth speaks to trust. If we cannot acknowledge and define the issues, and that includes being able to identify the underlying or root causes of why we're having a conflict, why we're feeling as if we're overwhelmed and emotionally turmoil, as we're discussing with people, if we can't trust that they are also looking for that benefit for everyone involved, then it's very hard to apply any of the other principles. If I don't trust the person that I'm speaking with or have a basic common understanding of what we're going to be trying to do, it's really hard for me as a human being to care whether something's fair, to care whether it's going to benefit others, to care whether it's going to create a stronger friendship or goodwill. So that needs to be the foundation then, is when we have a challenge, when we have a conflict, when, for example, because of limitations around COVID-19, we've been stuck in the same household, maybe seeing the same people day in, day out on a regular basis, not having the wide variety of contacts that we are accustomed to, it can be really, really difficult to be willing to have that trust anymore. Because we can start to go, oh, well, this is what they're trying to do. This is what their hidden agenda is. And then that carries out. And we see a lot of that going on right now on social media, whether it's around governmental restrictions around COVID-19, whether it's about recent issues regarding systemic racism, police forces, wherever you may fall in all of that, there's not a whole lot of trust on any of the sides, on any of the discussions. And without that trust, it's really hard for us to actually hear each other, build something, and go forward. As far as your personal lives go then, when you're having conflict with someone, whether it's someone in your family, whether it's someone in your household, whether it's friends, whether it's coworkers, slow down. Before you hit send on that text, before you post that Facebook comment, ask yourself, is what I'm about to send the truth? Is what I'm about to send fair to all concerned? Is what I'm about to send beneficial to all concerned? Is what I'm about to send going to build goodwill and better friendships? And if it doesn't meet those 4 criteria, ask yourself, do I really want to send this? Do I really want to add to the divide rather than helping create unity? I hope this helps. I hope it gives you some ideas around how to better manage things and to have true discussion rather than simply argument as we all deal with the overwhelming stress that our world and society have been going through. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Nathan Ray for Rays of Hope LLC, How to Heal When You Have to Deal.